kynferðislega misnotið af manni. Ég var 12 ára. Já, í rauninni en ekki alveg í byrjun. Gerði mér svona meira grein fyrir því þegar foreldrar mínir komust að þessu. Það var bara mjög mikið uppnám og við fórum bara og kærðum þetta til lögreglunnar.
The Children's House can best be characterized as being a child-friendly, multi-agency response to child sexual abuse. It is firstly the child protection authorities that receive the reports or the notification of suspected child abuse, the police who do the criminal investigation, the medical profession that do the medical examination, the therapists that provide children with trauma therapy. These may be mental health professional or psychologists. The prosecution collaborates very closely with the Barnahus, and finally the court judges, they come to the Children's House to take the children's testimony. It has been demonstrated that this concept of Children's House is a very viable option for all societies. Prevent the child from secondary victimization, which the whole goal of this operation is.
The treatment form we use is called the trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapy, and it is designed to assist children, adolescents and their parents in the aftermath of traumatic experience.
It's not just like sitting down and talking to a child we are talking to children that are disclosing the most horrific events of their lives. So there are a lot of things that has to be kept in mind. If the child is reluctant to talk about their birthday or some fun event or something that they did yesterday or something like that, then the child will definitely be reluctant to talk about the abuse, the alleged abuse. So it's essential. We can, at this stage of the interview, we know a little bit about what to expect from the child and how much we have to support the disclosure of the abuse. And sometimes we can see it right there that this is not going to work very well.
It's more difficult for boys to come and disclose about sexual abuse. And I think it is a common fact.
85% of cases or more we do when the child is awake and they are smiling while we do it and they go home happy. They don't find the examination like brutal. That has changed, that's the big change with Barnahuset or the Children's House. We can't prove what they said is right or wrong, but we can tell people what we see.
The mission is that the child can come to a child-friendly place where they can feel something like home and they feel secure. And it's very important that the children feel that this is a place for children, because the mission is also to talk once or interviewing the child once. And they get all the service on one place, so they can come here to meet the medical people, and they can come here to have treatment, and they can come here to this house and to get this interview about them.
To be able to come here into an environment that's homely and friendly and not an institution makes all the difference. And sometimes still I have to take, and all social workers in my field, have to take children to court hearings or to be interrogated at the police station. And you can tell the difference, that the children are more stressed and it is more difficult for them to open up and express themselves.
If the child feels safe, it's more likely that they give us a better testimony than if they are stressed or they feel that it's spoken to them in a grown-up language or something. So you have to go to their own level when you are talking to children. so they feel that they are safe and feel that they are secure. To have that in school, you have to teach them about sexual abuse, that you own your body, your own and your private parts, and you have to continue with that from maybe from 6 years and up to older.
It's extremely important, especially in a society like the Cypriot society, that is a conservative one. And of course, incidents like that do happen. The thing is to be able to identify them and for the children to report, to speak about it openly. So this material or this kind of activities, they give them the opportunity to see that it can happen, to make it more familiar with something that might have happened and be able to express it. So it's very, very important. I think it was received in a way that it's positive and children liked the story and children interacted a lot. So it's a strong message, but it has to be passed in a way that it's understandable. And I think it was understandable.
In Cyprus, the child sexual abuse has been taken very seriously, but there are the legislations need to be upgraded according to the Lanzarote Convention. We have a strong legislation, but we need to upgrade it once we ratify the Lanzarote Convention. In Cyprus, when you are a victim of sexual abuse, there is no therapeutical support has been provided. This is lacking in the system. So as a organization, now we have been speaking with the different ministries and also municipalities to support our initiative to have a child home center where any children can come, but we will focus on sexually abused children.
I speak to the parents and of course I speak to the children. I can feel that they can trust me, so it's much easier for me to get the message going. Cyprus is a small country, a small community, but they still hide their secrets. They're they're not so good secrets, you know what I mean? I'm trying to explain this many times to the children. Okay, you can have secrets, you can share them with your friends, but they're good and they're bad secrets.
On a travaillé sur ce thème de mauvais traitement aux enfants. Les documents qui nous avaient été fournis ont servi d'introduction au débat. Ces outils étaient essentiellement des brochures fournies par le Conseil de l'Europe, des romans, un album, et puis on avait aussi en plus accès à des entretiens avec des personnes formées. On a rencontré un psychologue de l'enfance, on a rencontré des gens de l'UNESCO, on a pu assister à un spectacle aussi, dont le thème était les mauvais traitements aux enfants, et tous ces entretiens ou ce spectacle nous a servi aussi à alimenter le débat. Et puis de là, les enfants se sont interrogés sur d'abord qu'est-ce que c'était que les mauvais traitements enfants, quelles étaient les différentes formes. Parmi eux, évidemment, on est arrivé aux mauvais traitements et aux abus sexuels. Alors, il a fallu décoincer un peu la parole pour pouvoir en parler, mais c'est venu assez vite. D'après les parents que j'ai rencontrés, ils ont tous été contents de l'idée de cette opération et du déroulement et de l'organisation de ces débats. Personne n'a manifesté de réticence à aborder ce sujet-là. Même si un seul enfant a pu entendre le message et on a pu à un enfant permettre de se signaler, ça c'est déjà un enfant qui aurait été sauvé des mauvais traitements. Donc à mon avis c'est quelque chose qu'il faut entreprendre partout. Ça me paraît nécessaire de le faire régulièrement pour les enfants d'école.
Le Conseil de l'Europe et l'Assemblée parlementaire du Conseil de l'Europe depuis déjà un certain nombre d'années, tente de lancer des campagnes au niveau international pour sensibiliser les 800 millions d'Européens qui comptent les 47 États membres. Et ces campagnes, il faut qu'elles soient relayées. Donc j'ai pensé qu'en tant que maire d'une ville, en tant que député français, il était de mon devoir de relayer l'action du Conseil de l'Europe. Et en ce qui concerne la campagne que vous venez de citer, la campagne 1 sur 5, si nous avons jugé utile au niveau du Conseil de l'Europe de lancer ce type de campagne, c'est que nous savons que partout dans le monde, que partout en Europe, il y a des cas. Il y a des cas qui peuvent avoir des conséquences dramatiques. Et le plus dramatique, bien sûr, c'est le silence, c'est l'indifférence. Et c'est de ne pas aider ces enfants à pouvoir s'exprimer lorsqu'ils sont victimes de tels actes. Il est de notre compétence, de notre responsabilité de traiter aussi des sujets difficiles. Et ça, c'est un sujet difficile. Traiter un sujet facile, n'importe qui peut le faire. Mais traiter un sujet difficile, c'est quelque chose qui a passionné tout le monde.
And it's very important that the children feel that this is a place for children.
Perhaps a more open discussion in the society could help them.
To be able to come here into an environment that's homely and friendly and not an institution makes all the difference.
It's much effective if you go and see these children and speak to them.
It's all a question of will of the different agencies, different professions to really put children first.